He is one step away from getting to the finals again.
Camera there.
Can we put our hands together?
One camera's frozen.
Mr. Francisco Bustamante.
All right.
That is the
They're just going over the announcements.
2013.
We're going to get this race underway any second now.
2013 World Games champion. He has back-to-back U.S. Open 9-ball championships in 2010 and 2011. He's sponsored by Predator Q's and C Systems. Last year in this event, he finished third. Looking to get one round further this year. We put our hands together for Dynamite, Darren Appleton. Your referees for this match, Mr. Don Volkauer, and racking the ball, Mr. Bruce Butler. Good luck, gentlemen.
All right. They're going to lag for the break. Looks like it's going to be a good one. Looks like Boostie's going to win the break. Win the lag, so.
Not as close as they expected to the bottom rail, but whatever works.
Right. All right, here we go, folks. This is the last semifinal match before the finals later on tonight. Torsten Holman already secured his place in the finals. And the 2013 World 14.1 World Straight Pool Championships here at Steinway Billiards. And Darren Appleton is trying his hardest to make it take the other spot away from Bustamante. All right, he laid down not the greatest break. He's got to get that cue up closer to the end rail. See, that wasn't the best. It's going to give Bustamante a chance at that one. And that's crucial in this type of
yeah, it is.
Race. You're playing Bustamante. He's one of the top players on the planet.
Can he make the 5 too? Looks like he might be getting down to play the 5.
No, he might be playing the 3-ball. We do have a referee for this match. So you might hear someone in the background calling out the balls that they're playing.
Well, oddball was
he could cut it.
Oh, landed where he might not be able to see the 7.
No, he'll bank the 4.
Do you go for the bank here?
Yeah, I think he'll definitely bank the 4. You really can't leave him safe anywhere.
You might be able to nip the 4 and come back off and leave him up top table and have him doubled up by the 10. What do you think?
Well, he's going to give him the 3 then. All right. We're going to try and adjust some of the microphones.
Yeah, I see somebody saying they can't hear me as well, or they can't hear me at all.
Well, he played a pretty good safe there. Stayed between the pack and the 1. All right, we'll see if I'll try and get a hold of Alvin in a second. He can fiddle with the technicals. Darren looks like he's going to try and. I think he's going to try and bank the 2 past the stack and kind of follow up in there by the 8 and 7. A little bit of spin. No, he played the same safe.
Yeah.
It's a good shot, too. That's just playing down table here.
Okay, I see somebody says my voice is good now, so we're set up.
All right. I think we're getting the sound under control. Obviously, the picture quality is excellent.
He's in a bad predicament here.
Yeah.
Cue ball's on the rail, so he really can't shoot any of these balls with draw.
No, he can't do anything.
Can he nip the 9 and maybe try to leave cue ball back up on top of the 2 to the 7 in the back of the rack?
I think that's a possibility. He might as well just play 1 rail into the 7.
Just take
the foul and bury himself up in the pack, because he's going to be in better shape from there, than he would be from here.
Of course. only thing is, if you try to nip the 9, you got to make sure you don't miss the 11 and 7 and go up and you give him a shot on the 1 or 2.
Right.
It's a very touchy shot.
Yeah, and from where he's at on the rail, it's
He's playing something. I'm not sure what. Played the 9 ball off the stack.
Did he?
Yeah, he tried to.
Well, it might have been a foolish mistake. Does he know who he's playing?
Oh yeah, that's true. I mean, he could have just bumped the ball on the rail, left it there, and see what Darren would have came up with.
That's what I mean. Appleton is going to probably take full advantage
Well, of course,
of any mistake.
This could put Boosty in the hole early.
Yeah, this might put him in third. You know.
I don't know about that. I mean, 200 is very possible, and I would love to see it from any player.
Oh, that would be great.
It doesn't really matter who it is. But relinquishing the table like that on a carom back cut that he tried was a little chancy this early.
Yeah, exactly. This early in the set, you know, you don't want to, in the race here, you don't want to, literally, he handed control over to Darren.
Of course. I mean, Darren's already got confidence coming into the match. Now he just literally gave us more confidence right away.
Absolutely. He's thinking, man, this guy can't play. I'm going to go right through this guy. He's making mistakes like that.
True. Not the 8. He'll probably just come back and get the 10 and the side next, or the 3 and the 4, too.
Either one. He takes the 3 out. He gives the other 2 balls a little bit more room to help pocket when he wants to take them off the table. Looks like he's got the 11.
Yep.
I don't know if the 7 goes by the 12.
Probably not. He'll probably try to get those balls in the same pocket he's playing 11. Come 2 rails around. If it gets up high enough.
Yeah, but does it go? Does the 6 go by the 7? He can't get to the 7 right now, I don't think.
He was probably trying to get a little bit higher, maybe make the 7 first in between both of them.
Right.
Just quite didn't get there.
He might have to play the 14 now. He's going to play the 4 and go up table and get rid of the 15. That's not a bad shot.
He's still trying to get that angle on the 7.
Oh, yeah.
Or the 6.
Or the 6, all right. That was a good shot also. He might leave the 15 for his key ball. He's got the 11 as a break.
Yep.
All right, if the 6 goes, he's pretty good. He'll just bump that stripe out of the way. Now it goes past the 7. Yeah, he's good again from here.
The only trouble ball, which is not that big a deal, is the 1. You want to get up above the 11 and 1. And play it that way. Get the 2 out and the 1.
Right.
And have the 7 afterwards.
Well, the 1's actually in a little bit of a delicate spot.
I know, that's what I was saying.
With this, I think that's the 11 for the break.
Left yourself a good angle. Play the 15 to get down here on these balls.
Right. If he can get straight in on the 2 a little bit, it looks like he can just draw back a touch for the 1 in the opposite corner pocket.
Let's see how tight it is. Can we check the up table camera? Yeah, so he's probably going to have to shoot the 2 and land on the side rail, try to get the 1 out to leave the 11.
Shouldn't be too much of a problem for him.
Right. I think he went a little high on that.
Yeah, if he wants to do that. Now he might have to play the 11.
Leave the 10
Get on the 1
break.
and use a side pocket break. That's not too bad from here too, because the 10's up kind of far enough. He's not going to go into the side of that stack. You know, he might glance off the top of it a little bit and come back out. He'll have another shot after this.
If he lands, say he gets the cue ball back to where he's at right now on the break, the 10. Like you're saying, it's perfect. You can just follow off the top of the rack, go to the opposite side of the table.
Yeah.
If you shoot the 11, you got to make sure you don't bump the 1 down to the bottom rail where you don't have a shot. Kind of got to stun stroke it, nip the 1, leave it in front of the hole, and have the cue ball come to the left a little bit.
Yeah, I just tried to move it a little bit. Yeah, we're going to work on that on that scoring table for you so you guys can see the score with the camera angle. He's going to have to come forward 1 rail. It's a tough shot with the bridge. High ball with left, high left. Didn't get up high enough.
This is risky to play it in the corner, I'm sure, if you can. But you got to weigh your options and the percentages of how hard you got to hit it to get into the stack.
Well, that brings up a good question. As far as shooting this in the corner, if you were playing this early in the round, you think you'd be comfortable shooting that in the corner? Do you want to try and make a statement right now? And
I don't have a big problem with it, depending on how much angle it is. Like if I could shoot it basically with just middle ball and no English, I'd shoot it. But if not, I might be a little hesitant about it at this part of the match. Yeah, so I'm not sure if he can. He would have to draw a little bit into the top of the stack, which you could get stuck.
Well, I don't know if he's got a draw. He's got a touch of an angle. He can just play like a center ball, like you were saying, almost like a stop shot, like force stop shot.
Try to nip the 9 a little bit.
Yeah, he'll hit the 9 or the 5 a little bit, and he'll push to the side. That might be what he's going to do. See? He just nipped it a little bit, and he pushed right across the tile.
Really good.
Wow.
Ooh.
How did that work out?
That could have been ugly. He would have froze behind the 1.
Right. Well, he's going to play this. He's going to hit the 14, I think. Or the 10? It's tough to see from here, but I don't think he should hit these that hard. He's got the 1. That worked out okay. I was afraid that if he caught the side of that ball, he could have went up table just past the stack.
That's the 6 go by the 4, because that could be a secondary break. 1 ball, try to get up on the 5.
Yeah, the 14. The 14 might go by the 11 in the lower right. That would be a great secondary from here.
He's got a good angle. Just play the 9, come 2 rails. If he wants to draw, like he's saying, he could do that, get to 11. He can come 2 rails up and get an angle on the 15 and go back into him.
He's going to use the 11. Might not be the greatest break shot, because depending on how he comes off the 3, the 7's going to shoot straight across the table, and the 3's either going to go up and hit the 8.
I've seen him do this against. Probably just go play the 3, follow through these balls. There you go.
Right, you see, he really didn't get the break that he wanted.
Yeah, since the first break didn't break him out completely, it's just going through him here and there through this rack. You don't want to take a chance and hit him real hard and hope to get something again.
No.
He's smart enough to figure out to land the cue ball on an angle to get into the rack here soon.
He can play the 14, it looks like. He can come 1 rail in and play the 4 or 6 in the same pocket, or the 5, which will get him on the 15 and 7, you know.
Right. Is he cutting the 55 on the side? Yep.
Wow, good shot.
That might have been his only shot if he chose to shoot that.
Right.
Well, they're apart. Got the 7-4 as a break, the 15, got plenty of options.
Yeah, 8's a good key ball for the 15.
He's probably choosing the 15 now since he broke those loose. Do you like just rolling the 3 ball in, trying to get in the 6 next, up in the corner?
Yeah, I was just thinking about that.
And unless it goes by the 4. If it goes by the 4, then you just wait to get it. Which I think it does, so.
Let's see if we get a better look on that. Yeah, he's got plenty of pocket for the 6.
Okay.
That's not that big of an issue right now. So now he'll just take it out.
He threaded the needle there. Good shot.
Yeah.
So, I see the end pattern if he can do it. If he can get the 6 and 4 out of the way, come up, get the 7, go back down, either have the 9 in the corner, 8 in the side, 2 in the corner, or you can go opposite. You can go 2 in the corner, 8 in the side, 9 in the other corner. Got a very good end pattern there to leave the 15.
Yeah, he's going to play, it looks like, a 6-4, 2-9-8. Would be a good out.
Probably going to play the 9 first. Because you can just come back to where he's at, play the 9, 8 in the side, 2. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, again, we touched on this yesterday a little bit. There's plenty of different ways these guys can get out.
There it is.
Oh, he's got to roll forward now. Should be okay, though. Just a little bit of...
2 would have been a good option, but if you go over and you get too far on the rail, he would have had a chance going into the 9 or and going around again. So he went the simple way. What the table told him was correct. If you can stay in line, which is the key.
Wow.
That's the hardest part of the game.
Well, I think staying in line is super important. But what these top players do better than everyone else is that once they get out of line, they get out of position, they get right back in 1 or 2 shots later. And that's key if you want to be a good straight pool player. Or any type of, pool player. Rotation, 9-ball, 10-ball. He might just draw this a touch. He doesn't need to come too far up the table. Perfect. All right. Boosty's regretting that decision he made, I think.
Of course.
But we got a second here. We want to give a special thanks to Ron Mason and Gotham Technology for the tech support of the NYC Grind Hall of Fame tribute videos. Thanks a lot, Ron. He does good work, too.
Yeah, they were very nice. Me and Megan were actually at the banquet dinners and watching the videos and stuff. It was cool. You get everybody together, you get stories of background players of such.
Right.
The feeds and mentions of people in videos. You can just feel the vibe of how we're all connected kind of as a family.
Right.
A second family in the pool world. On the table, we may not like each other for a couple hours, but afterwards, for the most part, we're all
typically everyone gets along.
Good guys.
Yeah. That's the way it should be. Well, a lot of people take this personally. Oh, I'm better than you. I can beat you, and they.
Well, that's an ego kind of thing.
They get a little crazy.
The nature of human beings sometimes.
All right.
He's got a perfect angle here. Cue ball's going to go into the 7. It looks like. I'll probably just stun draw it. Maybe a little bit of left. Come off.
There you
There
go.
you go. Had small spin on it.
Yeah, they might be lined up pretty good. He's got the 6 and he's got the 9. You can go into him with the 9 if he wants.
That would be a good angle. If you get on the rail, you can draw up into the 8 and he'll glance to 8 and 3.
And then push
Break those
everything
loose.
else
You'll have
out.
the 10, 5, 4.
Yeah, whatever you need from there. All right, Appleton is 27 to Boosty's 1.
Soft follow through these. You'll have the 5-ball next.
There you go. 6 balls to break shot. He's got any one of the balls above it there for a key ball.
Yep.
He looks real composed.
Can he follow down without missing without nudging the 4? Looks like he's okay.
Yeah. If he's got a bit of an angle on the 9, he can come back and play the 4, follow over for the 7, and then the 10, get the 10 ball out of the way, so the 8's got a pocket.
Mm-hmm.
Or he can just go and get the 10 now.
That's a good choice, because if he would have landed short, I think the 2-ball went in the opposite side. So I'm sure he looked at that just in case he didn't get real good on the 10.
Right. Now he's got to stroke this one pretty good. A little bit of inside left. Get up past the 4 ball. There you go.
2 balls laying good for a break, so you want to try to leave that there. Like you were saying, the combo on the 14-11, probably not trouble, but they both go down in this corner, bottom right corner, if you get the 12 out of the way. 14 probably goes already now, but if you get the 12 out, now they both go down in the bottom corner.
Right. Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of spread right there between the balls. He doesn't need to play that combination because you can't guarantee where that first ball is going to go sometimes. You know, and with everything spread open the way it is, he'll play the 14 now. Then he might play that ball in the opposite side pocket there.
Yeah, he lays good for that. Just follow through it. You can play the 11 or the 1.
Perfect. He might decide to leave the 8 as his key ball. You know, he'll play, I guess, well, he could have played this. You can play it anyway, really. You know?
He's going to play the 12, 8, 7, 1.
That could work.
The way he's playing, he's landing perfect on all of his angles. He basically ain't doing too much with the cue ball, just hitting middle ball
You
and
just
going with the angle.
don't want to nudge the 2 there. That would have hurt. Just
Might have been trying to get straight on the 7, but he's still okay.
He's all right. He just bumped this off the rail, an inch or 2.
That's simple as cake here.
Yeah. Appleton's already run over 100 a couple of times this week. He hit you with what did he hit you with? 149 or something?
148. Which is the high run of the tournament still, I believe.
So that might have been a huge mistake Boosty made.
Yeah, even though it's a race to 200, I mean, it don't feel good to be down, 1/12 to nothing. Then you get to the table and say the guy leaves you a safety battle.
Right.
And you got to nip a ball long table, and you're like, and so you hit it thick.
Yeah.
You leave a guy a shot, and he runs 56 on you. Guess what? You're down 170 to nothing.
Yeah. That could be brutal at times.
I mean, that's what happened in my match with Appleton. He broke the balls very good. I went ahead and chose to try to back cut 11 ball because it was a close dead ball in the rack, but I just didn't really like it. And I didn't want to give him an opportunity.
Right.
Right. They're down on 11, unfortunately overcut it, and then it cost me 149 balls. And that's what can happen. Boosty took the chance on the billiard, didn't make it, and Appleton's at the table and probably will be there for a little while.
Yeah, he could, wouldn't that be something if he ran the set out?
Yeah, it can happen. Like I was saying, I'd love to see it. Do you follow through this with inside?
I think a high right. I think a high.
Just come back to where he's at.
Yeah, a little spin to get outside and above the stack.
Yep. Looks like he had a little bit more high than he did right, so it just came straight up towards the side.
Yeah, he's got the 10. It looks like he might have that combination, the 5-4 ball. He's got the 13 up table. He's pretty good from here, and he can use the 3 as a secondary. He can use the 3 or the 7 if it goes by the 6.
Yep. He can actually try to get on the 3 next if he wanted to, shoot that ball up table, come back around middle table.
Right.
Because then you'd have the combo on the 5-4. He's going to shoot it now, it looks like. That's a little tricky because if you shoot it naturally, the cue ball goes towards the 7. And if you don't get a shot on the 5, you could get frozen up on the 7. Then the 10 ball don't go up in the corner because of that ball up there.
Yeah, I think the shot is to take that 13 off the table now and get positioned like you said for the 3.
He's not going to jack up. He's probably just going to come back and forth. There it is.
Good shot. Yeah, a lot of players might have opted to jack up and draw it one rail.
Try to soft spin it. Yep.
Right. That's a mistake, kind of, because it takes a lot. It takes a lot of control for something like that. It takes to keep that type of shot.
And you can't let your stroke out, too.
Exactly. The way he played it, you just make sure you pocket the ball, let your stroke out, and come naturally 2 rails across. You're almost guaranteed position, and you're going to increase your chances of pocketing that ball.
He's going to draw off of this, I believe. A little bit of low left. Nope, he just took the angle and followed through. That was okay.
Yeah, it was a good shot. He's got the 7 now if he wants to break them up a little bit more.
He read the rack to where if he followed through, he would miss the 6. That was his insurance. If he don't, but he still has the 7 now because he broke him out.
He's got to think about a break shot. You know, the 10 is a good choice. A little high, but you know, where the 11 is, it's almost like a natural to use the 10.
He's going to shoot 6 follow-up and maybe get the 1 next in the bottom corner.
Right.
There it is. That clears. Hopefully that clears it out a little bit.
At 15 and 12, he can probably pocket either one after he shoots the 1 if he wants. He might also nudge, if he's got a little bit of an angle, he might nudge the 10 ball a little closer to the 14. Now he's got the 7, he's got the 9. I think he's got all 3 in that pocket.
If he was down a little bit farther, he could have shot the 9 and bumped the 12 to get the 15 out. I'm sure he's trying to do that.
If he plays the 7 now, he might have that little 3-ball combination that'll push out the 15 a little bit.
Yeah, it might be too steep for that, so you don't want to take a risk.
Right.
Since the 5 ball's there, you just come up a little bit and get your angle on that 9 ball to bump it. I think he went too far again. Yeah, he did.
He's going to just have to accept now that it's going to be the 10 ball. Our waitress just came by and handed us some sodas. Thank you, ma'am. So yeah, there he goes. He pushed out the 15. Perfect. Well, it's just outside. Now he's got a little bit of a cut shot on the 11 or the 12. So he might even actually play the 15 because he didn't get the result that he wanted.
Still stick with the 10 to aim for the top of the rack.
Yeah, that's what I think.
He can play the 11, come back down, but like you're saying,
he's got its natural position for the 10.
He can leave the 7 ball too if he really wanted to, behind the rack bracket.
Yeah.
Not sure if he's accustomed to that kind of shot or not.
They just gave the traditional round of applause for a run of 50. So Appleton is 25% there. And he's still looking real solid right now.
I'd say, well, he can go 8, 12, 11, 14, and then come to the 10. That's what he's playing for here.
I'm going to give a quick shout out to Inside Pool Magazine, JR and Alvin, and the gang for all they do for the sport. You guys need to thank them very much. Buy them some beers when you see them. They're putting up a great stream here for you guys to enjoy. They're doing an excellent job at it also. All week long, man. How do you beat that?
You can't.
You know?
I mean, for a free stream, then you get to watch the best pool in the world. You know, it's something else that a lot of people just don't appreciate.
You get to watch the best straight pool in the world day after day after day. You know, the entire week. It's been nothing but excellent matches. Top players, top conditions.
Yep.
Can't beat it. You guys need to be in New York to watch this up close and personal. Appleton just does not look like he wants to miss.
I kind of feel like I've seen this before.
You having a little deja vu, are you? The shirts, I think, for the event are Focused Apparel.
Yes, they are.
I believe. So you can probably check out Focused Apparel website. I would imagine.
Yeah, it should be focusedapparel.com, or you can search it on Facebook or something of that nature, and get any info you like.
Or you just come to the pool hall here.
Yeah, of course.
Come to Steinway Cafe and Billiards. We are in Queens. I think we are in Astoria, Queens.
Yep.
If I'm not mistaken, 5 minutes out of New York City, 5 minutes from LaGuardia Airport. So if you can get to an airport, you can get here. Plus, after this tomorrow starts the Steinway Classic, the second annual Steinway Classic. All the top players in the world are going to be here for that. Not just the straight pool players, 9-ball, 10-ball players, you name it. This place is going to be packed with the best players on the planet.
Yeah, I can vouch personally for the quality and design of the shirts because I'm a player for Brian Russell, who's the owner of Focus Apparel, and they put out a great product and, you know, are deliberate in their work of producing a good product. So get out there and support them if you guys like. 3-ball, good. If you roll down a little bit, get that out of the way. Or the 12-ball first, whichever one you want to do. He's so straight, so he basically can't do too much with the cue ball.
I think he can roll down just a touch, play the 3, and he might have angle on the 11 to go back into him. A little risky because he doesn't have a guaranteed shot, but the way the rack is spread out, he's guaranteed to hit it, and it doesn't look like there's a possibility of a scratch. You know what I'm saying? If he comes in it, he's got the 5 and a 15 on the outsides to keep the ball from going too far outside the stack.
Yeah, because the only other chance it would have to be get up middle table and shoot the 15, follow into the top of the stack, but that's not going to, it may not get them all completely because the 11 ball's off of the 9. I'm sorry, the 12 ball's off of the 9. He could follow over and get an angle on the 15 for the side pocket also.
Well, he's going to have to pick one of them.
Too far.
He's going to have to pick one of them and make up his mind, you know, because he's running out of options.
This could be a good, he could get the 7 ball out of the way here if he wanted to, since he's landed straight on it. Come back a little bit, you'll have the 11 or the 15. He's shooting at 12 and maybe aiming to bump the 5 a little bit.
That wouldn't be a bad shot. Yeah, it didn't really come out as much as he wanted them to.
Yeah, he was trying to hit the 5, so that's one of the reason he landed like that.
He still got the 5. 6 ball kind of popped out a little bit. I don't know if he can get the 15. 15 still looks like it'll go past.
Yeah, it'll go.
But there's a good shot here. He's going to try and watch him cut this 5 in.
You're going to have to, can he miss the 11, go under it, 2 rails and out?
That's what he's hoping. Yeah, nice shot.
There it is.
Perfect. Now he's got the 8 to get himself on the 15 to break him back up again. Or if he's got enough of an angle, a decent angle, he can play the 6 to break him up again. And if he kind of gets stuck in there a little bit, he might be able to shoot at the 15.
Is he just going to hit this hard? Because the 12, if it hits the 9, it's going to break the 4 and 1 out. Because they're touching, it looks like.
Yeah, they're both going to dissipate.
I like getting a better angle because he's kind of straight on the 15 right now.
Well, that's what I mean. If he can shoot the 6 from here.
Yeah, I don't think he can. If he could, he would shoot the 6. There you go.
Yeah.
He didn't. Maybe he's going to shoot the 15, come back a little bit, and then shoot the 6.
He's going to have to now, yeah.
That's okay.
That'll still work. It'll get him done, you know. He's getting it done.
Now, why that's a better option is because when he does that, the cue ball will hit the 8, which is going to make all those 4 balls around it, or the 2, I'm sorry. Will hit the 2, and that guarantees those balls to come out. But if you hit the 12 on top, it might only make the 9 and 4 come out.
He's got to hit this hard enough, I think, to make sure that the 9 ball comes out to the side rail and back in again. That's his break shot.
Pretty good.
All right, the 2 came out. Well, he's going to have the combination. Oh, he's got the 13 in the side pocket from here.
That's definitely what you shoot.
Yeah, he can play the 13, 4, 11, 9, you know, and get out that way.
Might even be able to play the 1 next, depending on his angle.
Yeah, if he can get under the 2, yeah, he'll do that now probably.
Get that out of the way. come back across, get the 9 and 11, or the 4, depending on how far he wants to go.
Yeah, he's got to play the 1 now because he's got the position for it now.
Best thing would be if you can get to the 1 and then shoot the 11, leave the 4 and then the 9 will give you an angle to get up to the 7 on the side rail. I think it's tricky though coming back across because the natural angle is aiming towards his break ball, so he's got to make sure he gets English.
Yeah.
Inside English on this.
He doesn't want to hit the 7. He might come up above the 7. Looks like that's what he's going to try and do.
And he didn't want a chance hitting his break ball.
Right. He can stop from here practically, or just roll forward a touch, and he'll have the 4 ball. That'll be next. And then he's got the 11 or the 9, and from there he can easily get up table off either one of them, those 2 balls.
Here you want to make sure you get up off the rail enough, because if you leave yourself on the rail and you have to shoot the 9, you're going to be forced to bump the 11. So make sure you get up far enough. Maybe a diamond.
Yeah, at least a diamond here. Or at the very minimum.
Yeah, about there.
Yeah, at the very minimum, he wants to be straight in on the 9. This way he can just come back. He wouldn't have to glance into the 11. He'll still have a good shot. Let's play the 9 and stay under the 11, and then just come out 1 rail. Perfect.
He's on his way, ladies and gentlemen.
He's running balls, and he's confident. He's running smoothly. He's not hesitating. This is perfect pool.
He's picking and choosing the correct time to get his breakouts, so he has multiple shots afterwards.
Yep. If you guys want to style your game after somebody, you know,
it's not a bad choice.
He wouldn't be a bad choice. All right, a couple more people I want to thank that are bringing you the stream. Besides Inside Pool Mag, NYCGrind.com with Jerry Tarantola. He's here all week. Dragon Promotions, Charlie Williams. CNGGas.com. Steinway Billiards, of course. Beautiful room. You know, beautiful equipment. I think he's got 27 tables. Excellent food, full bar, excellent
video
staff.
games in the back if you're into that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Which I am. I was back there playing the racing game the other day.
Oh, yeah?
Probably put $5 in it back to back to back.
Nice. Get
Your
your
ball's going right into the 8 coming off the rack.
He spun down a little bit.
That's the 13 ball go by.
He's got the 14 if it doesn't. 6 ball looks like it's up in a little bit of a tough spot. If it's off the rail enough, he can play it in the side. But if it's too close to the point and he can't play it in the side, that's going to be an issue. Looks like he can make it in the side.
Yeah,
Let's see from here if you can tell. Yeah, it looks like it's off. He might have a ½ inch between the ball and the rail.
He's looking to make sure where he wants to aim this cue ball after he cuts in the 14. So you can aim it towards the 9. If you go in between the 9 and 11, it's perfect. You can come up and get the 4 or the 6. Well, even if you bump the 9, I mean, you should come out with a shot.
Even if he hits the 11, if he hits one of these balls, he can still have, it looks like he's got the 1.
Yeah.
He might have the 8 after that or the 15. He's got the 6 or the 3 up top.
You basically aiming in between the 9 and 11 here. If you hit either one, you're fine.
There you go.
Okay.
Now, the only issue he's got to deal with is getting a 9 ball out of the way because it blocks both the 4 and the 11, but that shouldn't be too hard for him.
I like going ahead and taking the 3 out here if it's not too much of a cut.
What do you shoot next, the 15?
Yeah, you can do that. Come down and get the 12, as long as you're not too straight in. You can follow, to the rail.
Well, he's going to play the 14.
Oh,
Now the 12 next.
Go? Oh, he stunned it down. That's good.
You can't hit the 9. Do you try and go into the 11 from here?
That's what the angle's
Try
saying.
and break them out?
You do.
I don't think you can hold it to play the 6 up in the corner if it doesn't go on the side. Got to kind of stay on that rail. If you can play the 6 in the corner, you can knock the 9 out. and come one rail for the 13.
Now, the only thing I see, if you can leave the 4 and 11, that's perfect for an end pattern. You got the 4 and then 11 as your break.
Right.
So if you follow and the 6 ball goes, that's how you go with it. Looks like the 8 ball is good. That's what he played for.
He's going to push the 10 towards the 4, towards the 11.
Yeah, that is tricky.
You know, it might come, might glance off the 1 or 7.
If he played the 6, and if the 1 ball goes, that would be really good. Because then you can bump the 7 down. And then have the 8 or the 10 in the side, and then you have the 7. You know what I mean?
Right. You think he plays the 4-9 combo?
No.
Not a chance.
See, he's still trying to see what he's looking at from the top of the table. The 8 looks tough. The 1. He's got the 8. He still tied those up a little.
I think he plays the combo right here. Yeah, he kind of tied the 1 up. It looked like the 1 went. Unless he plays the 6 that comes across the table for the 13.
Can he roll it in and stay on the 9?
Yeah, it looks like he can. That's not too bad. You spin past the 13 now?
Yeah, you got to get to the other side of the rack. 13, and maybe the 5 goes. It's probably tight because how close it is to 11. But you want to try to get an angle to bump these balls loose a little bit. This is just a soft spin, basically middle ball, just with some side right spin.
If he can see the 5, he's going to play it. If not, he's got to play the 13, but then he's kind of running out of possibilities. It looks like the 5 might go in the pocket.
Yeah.
You know, that's what he's looking at now. See if he can get the 5 in and push out the 7 into the 1.
As we were saying earlier, don't push it too far because it could land over there with the 11 and 4. This is just a touchy shot. Just want to try to set. Oh, he didn't have the 5, so he's going up to get the 5 another hole.
Yeah.
5 ball.
He could be saving the 11 and 4 like you said before about his end game. And use the 11 as his break shot.
79.
Good shot.
Yeah, he's got the 7 now. He can go up for the 110 and then 4. But, you know, 7, 10, 1, 4. Any way he wants
Yeah.
to do it.
Well,
Or-
10 ball goes too.
Yeah,
I
or
think.
10-7. Or 10-1, you know, if he's got angle.
Main focus is you want to try to be around the middle table or a little bit to the right for the 4 so you can hold for the 11 balls to break.
10 ball.
Probably going to go 10, 1, 7. He's trying to get up there. He's okay. He'd like to be a little bit farther so he's straighter in, but
Right.
I trust that he'll just roll this in, take the angle, and land on the 7. It looks harder than it probably is from here.
Just the center ball, pretty much.
Yep.
There you go. He's got the angle on the 7. This rack is over 2. That might bring him to 83.
Well, he's getting closer and closer to that century mark.
He's warming up, and Boosty's cooling down.
Well, Boosty was cool after he played the billiard.
He's got a little more angle than he wants right here.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. He need to be a little bit closer. He can hold it, though. It's going to be tough, but just pinch it soft.
He's going to stay right near, close to that 11, too. There you go. Perfect. Didn't want to overdo it. He's got his cut. Again, you know, he takes what the table gave him. And off he's going. I think he's going to have 80.
See, the thing in here usually happens is guy gets to a rack like that where he struggles. He makes the right shots to break them out. Now he's got a great break ball. And he's going to probably hit these a little bit harder than the last ball because it wasn't as simple.
Right.
And he's going to be back to having an easy out. And it's just going to alleviate the stress a little bit from the rack before. basically going into the middle of the rack. He's going to hit the 15 or the 1.
He's going to come forward, it
He's
looks.
aiming to follow it, just straight high. Probably just stunned it.
Yeah, he just stunned it over. A lot of spin on that cue ball. Lots of spin. He's got the 8. He's fine from here. He's got the 15 if he wants it now. That's a good break shot, so he'll save it maybe. You know, there's 100 different ways you can run this out.
If you get the 7 ball out of the way, you got the 4 ball that'll go down in this corner after he gets back to the left side of the table.
Right.
Which will be his secondary break to break out those last cluster. You could just follow up the middle table if you'd like to.
Right.
Maybe have the... If the 12... Who's it play 5? Get that. That's a good shot. Get that out of the way because now you can follow up. Have the 3, 2, or 10 down in this bottom corner. Put the 5 out of the way.
Right. He might go up for them now. 2 or 3. Perfect. Or
Came up short.
yeah, he's got the 12. He's got the 12. Roll forward a little bit. He'll have the 4. He'll have whatever that is, the 13, maybe 11. The 9's in there, I think. He's going to have tons of options.
Yeah, he's just going to get these out in whatever pattern he chooses. And all, like you said, all the 3 of those connected probably go in the bottom right corner.
Yeah. He's got the 3. He'll go right to the 1 because that's the natural angle.
Yep.
And then from there, he can draw back past the 10. He can play the 6. He can do whatever he wants.
Looked like he was got a chance following that off of the 10, but that could get the cue ball towards the side pocket. So
That's a little risky, but it looks
he's
like
gonna hit it. You hit this soft.
yeah, just
He's
over the
okay.
top of it. He might be keeping the 6 as his key ball.
That would be nice.
Yeah. Just past center of the table here to get the shot on the 10.
Ah.
Yeah, came a little short.
Yeah, he did. He could probably follow straight down and get the 14 next.
Yeah, without touching him. If he goes into him, it's going to be a little risky.
That's what he did.
Yep. Now, if he wants to, he might have the 4 on the side right now if he's dead straight. There's a couple of things he can do.
I think I predicted this simple rack, didn't I?
Yeah.
Four. Four ball. That's a 5.
I think he's got the speed of this table down.
Yeah, you can tell he's starting to loosen up a little bit because he's not rolling everything one rail.
Right.
He's stunning balls to go to natural angle.
He's at 84,
Visualize
and now
it.
he's starting to get loose.
Yeah, that's nice. When
Yeah.
that can happen, it's really nice.
That's
He's going to have almost an identical break shot as last rack.
87.
there you go. 97. His run out right now, he's at 97.
I do enjoy watching this. And
This
I know
is great.
I play at this level, and I'm a pro player too, but ever since I was a teenager, watching like guys like Johnny Archer, Buddy Hall, Earl Strickland, all these guys, when I watched, I just picked up what they were doing and why. Not that they were just better than everybody else. I just wanted to know why they did it.
Right.
And as I'm watching Darren, why he's staying to one side of the table, making a ball, getting it out of the way, so 3 or 4 balls are going that same hole. These are the things you got to pick up in order to improve your own game. And that's just what I choose to do, just because I love the game. And I know if I don't pay attention, I'm not going to get better without watching.
Right. You're always learning in this sport, always learning something.
98, 99.
There you go. Got the 11. That's going to be 100.
Right now. You don't have no simple secondary breaks here.
Well,
How about 11? Roll over 4. Can you shoot the 2 on the side and then come down into these balls?
he could do that. He can roll over to the end rail almost and play the 4 now, and then go into him with the 4. But that might be a little too risky. 100. He's got the 2 right now if he wants. He can power through the rack with a high ball and come down just underneath the 7 and blow out the bottom of the rack.
Yeah, so if you hit the ball that's above the 9, almost dead on.
Looks like the 11.
Right.
Well, that would be...
Because then you can maybe have the 10 inside, 7 up in the corner. And if you follow through, like you're saying...
You're going to glance off that ball. Either way, it looks like it's the 11, maybe.
Down table.
Yeah, you know. He'll have... If he can't really get stuck in there, I don't think. But he'll have the 2 or the 7.
He's thinking about that, but he's just making sure that nothing bad can happen.
Yeah, he's trying to eliminate all the negatives. He might roll forward on the 3 and then play the 2 on the side.
I don't like it. Because he's looking, it might, if he hits it harder, he might glance the 7 a little bit.
Right.
Which that could slow the cue ball down, and then you do get stuck in there.
Or if he glances the 7 at the right way, he might come off the 8.
And scratch.
You know, and scratch.
Yeah, you got to like shooting this 2 ball on the side. This goes right into these balls. The 5 ball's in a good spot. It's not on the rail. So say you land in there, these balls come over to the right, and you stay there with the cue ball. Now you might have the 5.
Right. He'll end up with something here. He's got the 7, like you said. He's probably still got the 5.
Yep.
He might have the 6-14. He might have that after he plays the 7. If he's got that, and it goes, he can play that now and push out the
12 ball.
the 12. Excuse me, yeah, the 12 off the 10 for a break shot.
Now I don't think he wants to shoot the 8 now, the 5, because the 8's there. And you could get a double kiss, and the cue ball can land back here behind these balls.
Yeah, that could end kind of funny. He definitely won't get the result he's looking for. Yeah, he's going to play that, like I said. And the 12 should come off the 10.
Whoa.
Yeah, he hit that kind of hard.
That's all right. 5 goes.
5 ball.
His break's probably going to be the 4 now.
Right.
Or the 6. Under the rack break. He's going to bump the 4 hair.
Well,
which is okay.
That's not bad. Just makes it a little easier to get into the stack with him now. He's a little higher up.
Now his key ball here is the 7 in the side.
Right.
So you want to leave the 9. You want to leave the 11 over here on the rail, the 9, and then the 7.
I think he plays, yeah, 8, 14, 12, 11, 9, 7.
You can even do the 12 next. Just roll up a little bit, play 12 on the side. Then you're right on the 14. That's it.
Yeah.
You guys see this pattern, right? You guys pay attention, because this is the kind of stuff that continues runs.
We're going to have a test later. Okay.
This is what it does. Everybody looks like he's a mastermind, but all he did was pick and connect the dots.
Yeah.
Now he's got like basically 4 stop shots. Instead of going up table, down table, up table, down table.
We talked about that during the week also. You know, at the end pattern, you want to have as little cue ball movement as possible, because it just helps with your accuracy, it helps with your position play, it helps with everything.
Yeah, I know when I'm at home practicing sometimes, when I can see these patterns, it just makes me so much more confident, and making the balls becomes so simple.
Right.
In one aspect.
Right. These guys are such accurate shot makers. Making the ball is not the issue.
Right.
You know, for these guys.
It's the plan to the next ball.
Exactly. It's the position. There you go. He is more than halfway there. He looks like he's in total control.
Well, he definitely looks like he's playing a little bit better. He played good on me, but he did make a couple mistakes I didn't expect.
Right.
Oh man, he just grabbed the break ball.
Oh, that was a goof.
Wow. 4 ball.
I've done that. I'm practicing in my basement.
Well, luckily it was the ref that grabbed it, not Darren.
Yeah, exactly. Wow. It shouldn't really make that big of a difference. They'll get it right where it was close to.
Yeah, that looks really close. So they did a good job getting it back there.
You don't think Boosty's going to say anything about that, do you?
Nah, he trusts Darren. He knows exactly it was right there in that area.
And that wasn't something that Darren did, like you said. It was the ref moved it.
Oh, if Darren there would have been a foul, and Boosty would have called him on it.
Right.
That's for sure. That's just
Right.
part of the rules of the game.
Rules of the game, you know.
Well, hopefully that don't take him out of rhythm because
No, he'll be fine with that.
you're just making sure that the left side of the rack is as close to tight as possible.
Right. He wants to get a good spread after he hits them. But I'm going to give a quick shout out to Wild Eyes Creations. I'm a player rep for those guys, along with Sean Wilkie.
Absolutely.
They do a great job with the products they make. And Q-Shark. The two of us are also player reps for him. And again, he makes another great pool product.
So many people out there that don't understand how important it is to make sure your tip's in good shape. You got little holes in it to keep chalk on it, and it's very important. If anybody's interested in going out there and getting those products, look into it.
Absolutely. www.wildeyescreations.com and www.qshark.com. And make sure you tell them me and Wilkie sent you. This way they know we're still out there working for them.
Yeah. Yeah, I enjoy, obviously all my sponsors that give me help, but I also enjoy doing my part and promoting them. Anybody has questions about the products, I'm here to answer for it and give you the ins and outs.
Absolutely. Again, I wouldn't be associated with them if they didn't have a solid product. It's actually something I believe in, and I use them.
Mm-hmm. 4 ball in the corner. Cue ball off
go.
the rack, and the cue ball lands.
It's coming up table a little bit.
A little long. He's
Kind of funny. Kind of funny a little bit. It does have the 2, it looks like. He's got the 2-8 or the 13.
I know this ain't conventional, but can you go back to the other view with us?
Absolutely.
Because he got the 10 into the 12. The 9 ball might be dead from the 15. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
13.
He went ahead and shot the 2 and just took his angle. That's okay, because it landed into the 13. Now he's got the 10 or the 13. He could shoot the 13 ball and come up and have the 10 to break back into these balls. The only thing is, this is a good shot. Shoot the 6 and go into him.
Right, because he's got the 13.
Insurance.
And he doesn't really have to hit this one that hard.
114.
Well, that didn't really spread the way he wanted, but he's got the 13 from here, and he can probably shoot the 14 next. Or the 10 next, rather. I think it's the 10? No, it is the 14. And use that to break him up.
Right. Does the 5 ball go? I think you can knock that out too right away.
If he's got the 5, he should take it now. Absolutely, he's there. Doesn't look like he does, though. He might be able to get the cue in there for a little bit of a draw action. A little bit of a stop shot. He doesn't have to roll it.
13.
This way he can come up for 14.
115.
Well, he's choosing to get the 14 out of the way and then break it with the 3 ball.
Yeah, he can play the 10 now and then break him with the 3.
Can he get up high enough? Does he have a good angle on the 10? Because if he's not straight, he can't follow straight. You know what I mean?
Right.
It might be going up table. I can't tell.
Well, even if he goes up table a little bit, he can play off the 8, and then he still might have the 11-12. That might be dead combo.
Or he can play the 10, come over and get the 9 out, come back to middle table. Not really sure if that's what he want to do, but
10 ball.
main thing is he's focusing on getting a good angle on the 3.
Right.
16.
Yeah, so he's going to take the 9 out, come back, get a good angle on the 3.
Yeah, and then just push through him. Or draw into him a little bit and kind of,
Right.
he'll come right between the 1 and 7, and he'll push them all apart.
Yeah, I like the draw option. If he gets on it, because if you hit the top of the 1, if you draw into the 15, that pushes them up,
Right.
and then the other one's down.
Right, and it gives you a little
Cue
separation.
ball stays in the middle.
Exactly. Yeah, you know what you're doing there, Wilkie.
I do. I mean, of course, I can't execute it all the time, but it's from watching and just understanding how the balls move out.
Right.
And if you yourself, as your plan, can do that and execute it, it just gives you a better feeling of, I don't know how to explain it, the intricacies of the game,
Right.
of what it takes to play at a high level.
Right.
And consistent to run hundreds like Darren's doing right now.
Yeah.
If he didn't understand this shot, he may not be able to keep his run. So
Right.
he just pulled up into it,
There you go.
push some down, push some up. Cue ball stays in the middle.
Yep.
Now you got a ring a circle of balls around you as options.
Exactly. And he's got the 13. It's a good break shot from the side rail if he wants it. Because I don't think he can get the 11 or 7 into a good position.
Well, he can save the 11 as a break. It's not conventional.
Well-
But you can land up there and play the side pocket break.
Well, he's got to push it out of the rack first. 7 ball might be out of the rack.
How about shooting a 15 and trying to bump the 14 a little bit closer right now? Because then you can cut the 11 in the side if you had to.
Well, I think you'd have to put more of a draw stroke on that, and he's going to be jacked up over the 7.
Well, shoot the 7, get it out of the way in the side, and then do that.
That's a possibility.
Ball. 119.
He tried to get an angle to bump the 11 there.
Right.
That was good.
He might have it, too. He doesn't have to push it that far. 4 inches from where he's at. That's all you need.
12 ball.
He's going to go up, come down, and get middle table.
Right, and then he can play the 7 and push the 11. Or he can play the 11 now
And
and push the 7 over.
That's good.
Because he'll still have the 14. He's got to play this soft. He might choose to get the 1 out of the way right now. This way the 8 ball's got an easy pocket to go in.
Yeah, see here, it's going to be hard to tell exactly what he wants to do because he's trying to manufacture a break ball.
Right.
Now this is where it comes down to your player as a creative mind, what they feel more comfortable with doing. I think he was trying to hold. Can he bump the 11 and still have a shot? Because that's tricky.
That's what I was just thinking. If he doesn't push the 11 out far enough, he won't have nothing to shoot at.
He was probably trying to hold for the 11 and then bump the 7, but not too far. Yeah, you got to watch what you do here, because if you bump the 7 directly towards the 14, you can't make the 14 in the hole. You'll be straight up and down on the 5, and the 8's over by the rail. He might have to shoot the 14, try to come back across and get a better angle on this breakout.
Well, whatever he does, he's got to pick the right shot.
He might be in that spot where you have to just sacrifice and take the 14 as a break if you don't get anything out of this.
Well, he might be able to roll forward on the 7, just glance the 11 slightly and push the 10 out, or the 5 out. Then he can shoot the 11.
That wouldn't be bad. Shoot the 11 in the side and then have the 5 as the break.
Absolutely.
And the 14 would be
14 to be the key ball.
He did exactly what I said.
And he doesn't have a shot now. He's got to play his break ball. Unless he wants to cut the 5 and come between them, which is risky because he's got to stretch.
Well, the 11 ball goes. He got away with it.
He's got to play the 11 then.
I'm just going to leave the 14 as the break.
That's a tough break shot.
It is, but that's just how it ended up laying.
Well, let me ask you a question. You think maybe he leaves the 5 in the stack and plays for the break shot up at the end of the table? He can get good position off the 14.
Probably not. I mean, it's tough to get a real good angle on that, and then with the newer cloth, it's hard to judge the spin to get back down table for the break. So we just take what he has here. I mean, it's going to be one that you're going to be going into and pretty much taking a chance, of course.
You can scratch in the upper right-hand corner once he comes off the pack, because that's the glance angle.
That is the angle
of the stack, so he's got to be careful. If he doesn't hit the top of a ball in there.
Well, it's going to be a visual and a speed control. He's just going to try to get into it and glance up towards middle table. If he goes a little bit past that, that's okay.
Well, he's going to have to pound this one a little bit. Center ball.
Aim for the middle of the stack.
I think he can play this with a touch of draw instead of right-hand spin. Because if he plays it with just a touch of draw and he hits it firm, he'll hit closer to the bottom of the stack instead of just glancing off the top.
Oh, yeah.
If he plays it with spin, he's going to glance off the top.
Like you're saying, it's going to be a touch of draw or just a stun shot. Stun your angle back into the rack.
Right.
If you hit the corner ball, you're fine. If you hit the middle of the rack, you're fine.
He's got to make sure he at least hits that corner ball, because if he comes under it or just glances the bottom side of it, he could either scratch in the lower corners or not have a shot. You know,
that puts Darren at a 125 ball run.
See, he's looking. He's going to glance, and he's going right up towards. Ideally, you'd want to glance and go between the side and the upper corner pocket, but that's something you really don't have 100% of control of.
The only good thing is he's coming, since the 14's so far down, it's going to be hard to stick because he's coming up at an angle.
Right, yeah, he's not going to get stuck in the pack.
He went ahead and he's going to have the 2. Wow.
Wow, that kind of jellied up nice for him. A little bit of an unconventional shot, but
it worked out.
Yeah, he got good results.
Now, if you shoot the 2, if you roll the 3-9, or blocking the hole, you know what I mean, the 3 can't go.
If he soft rolls the 2, he can just soft roll the 7 and come down below it. I was going to say for the 11, but he's got the 4 now.
Shoot this 15 ball now and break these out.
Right. No, I think he plays the 4 first.
Really?
Yeah.
Just to get it off the rail?
Yeah. Well, give him a little bit better angle on the that 11. Now we can draw up into the 12 and 15. It looks like.
If you can hit the 11 square, all you gotta do is hit it square.
He'll have a 5. Oh, he glanced off the 5.
Just like that. It did glance the 5 a little bit, but it worked. Now, I'll tell you what, this guy is looking like he's determined to run this setup.
Man, would that be something?
I mean, because right now, as a player, you're not thinking like, oh, I'm on a 125. You're just thinking about this rack.
Right.
Getting to the next
He's
rack.
just thinking about this next ball.
Yeah.
You know, and that's key for everyone, man. Just one ball at a time. The number will come by itself. You can't run 200 in one stroke, you know. I mean, you can't put high runs together. You just got to shoot one ball at a time.
That's all you can
And
do.
if you execute properly and you focus on what you're doing, the number comes by itself. The high run will come by itself.
I mean, these balls only hit on the side rail. A little messed up, but he can maneuver around them.
Yeah, he's got to deal with them. Ideally, he's got to get the 7 out first. Or soon, you know, he can play the 9, then he can play the 7.
He would like to bump that up.
That was beautiful. Took care of that problem.
So now he can play the 12, maybe get the 10 out of the way, then shoot the 5 and go into these balls because the 5 of 6 is a lifesaver if he really needed it.
Right. That would be his safety right there. He's at 125. And he really doesn't. So I don't know about this.
I like leaving that there.
Yeah, that would have been a good safety shot, so to speak.
I'm sure he's got a plan, but
well, as of right now, he's got the 9 as a break shot. If he wants to play a conventional, but he's got to break out these. You know, he's got to get the 1 and 7 out of there.
it's gonna be hard to not move the 9 with all these balls over there. Is he gonna try to just pinch this, land on the rail, get the 7 ball next? I mean, you can probably squirt it right up in between there, but you don't want to land
Oh, you got to be very careful with
on the
this shot.
backside of the 1.
Well, if he anywhere on the 1, he'll have a shot because the 3 goes in the upper left. It'll be a difficult shot, but if he's unfortunate
Right.
enough to tie right up on the 1, he'll be able to do something with it.
12 ball.
He's going to play the 10 next, so I'm going to look at it.
53.
He's got his angle. He might leave the 5 as the break shot. It's low enough he just clipped the stack, maybe. Maybe it's too low.
Huh.
He could play,
10?
oh.
Can you... I don't know if you want to... You like to leave the 9, like you're saying. I'm trying to see...
He's got to play the 5.
He's
got to
playing the 9
play.
ball.
He's got to play the. No, he can't play the 9 now.
That's what he wanted to do.
Yeah, but. Well, maybe he can. Maybe he can
stretching
spin
here.
it. He's going to push the 1 into the 7 though. He doesn't like it.
So you wanted to be straight on the 9, maybe play the 3 up next, roll down, you know what I mean? Then get the 7 out underneath.
He's gonna have to soft spin this like a soft mass egg. I think maybe around the 11. And if he does roll forward, he'll have the 5 in the opposite corner pocket.
Or a cut on the 7 if he gets past the 1 by a hair. He's going to try to stay on the 3, looks like. Oh, no.
Yeah, he wanted to push that more. He might be able to go into him now at the 5.
Does this 7 ball go?
No, I don't think it goes. It might.
I knew this was going to be tricky with these balls over here. Can you shoot the 5 and just try to come up into the 7, 2 rails? And it might be what you have to shoot here. You're taking a chance.
You're taking a big chance. You're going to push the 7. I mean, if he can maybe soft mass A this one too, a spin shot, and kind of throw the 7 in, he'll have the 3 or the 5 next.
That makes this possible is the pockets are a little bit bigger.
And the cloth is still slippery.
And it's slippery.
Yep.
You can still get a bad skid with inside though. I think he has to go into him with the 5. Because if he bumps him, he might have the 3 or the 11 up table.
Can he draw into him, or has he got to go forward?
I think he's got to stun it 2 rails. You got to hit this with some authority. Yep, that's what he's doing. Stun it down to the bottom rail, come up into him. Oh, he's got the 1. Got away with it.
Yeah, if the 1 came off the rail, that would be sweet. And he just follows forward. He'll have any one of these pockets. 3 down here, the 11 in the side, or the 7.
Mm.
You might be able to play the 1-11-7 in the side or the corner and drift towards the side rail for the 3 as a break shot. But that's kind of iffy. This is definitely an ugly rack right now.
Yeah, you just got to follow up. Aim a little short of the side. About 1 diamond from the side. It rolled out.
It rolled out, but it did go in. Wow.
Man.
I thought he would have hit that one a little harder.
Well, he was so close to it with the follow. It might have, skipped a little bit, stuck him behind the 3.
Yeah.
7 ball. Is he straight in on the 7? I don't think he is.
Well, it looks like he's got, I think, the 11. He can come 2 rails.
Try to get straight on the 7 in the side and then follow up for the 3?
Yep. Or the 7 in the corner. He's got a big target area.
That'd be a good shot.
Going that way.
Great option, Mike. I like it.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, like yourself, I watch the videos a lot. I do a lot of commentary. I see what's going on. I got a lot of knowledge about how to play.
He might have landed on the angle.
If he's a little long. He's going to try and go forward. He can actually also maybe play like a stop shot here and kind of drift towards the center of the table and cut the 3 and go into the stack, which again is unconventional, but he had to come forward. He does have an angle on 3. The only thing I don't like about this is now he's got to pound it.
Yep.
He's really got to stroke this one. He's at 140.
139.
139 rather. Boosty. Not much of a showing from Boosty so far.
He's had one shot.
One shot and one mistake.
So, like you were saying, it's deja vu to me. I mean, he had 149 on me. Ended up finally missing. I got to 61 balls. I tried to play tricky safety because I had tough break ball. And this is me in Appleton yesterday. And I played the break ball right to break out the back of the rack with my ball I was shooting. And I tried to spin the cue ball to leave it behind the rack at the same time. I got too much spin on the cue ball, came over and left him a shot up table on the 6th. He makes it, and I can't remember exactly if he ran the rest of the set out, but I didn't get another ball from there. I ended up losing 200 to 61.
Right.
And this is where we're at here in this match now. He's got to be a little bit more precise on this 3 ball because he's straight down the rail. He's going to hit the 9 ball, follow down off of the rack. He ended up hitting the 4.
He blasts off the 4. He's got a
land straight in.
Perfect shot.
He's rolling good today. All other breaks have been very good, but that definitely there could have been a lot worse.
Right. He rolls up. He might have an angle on the 1 to go into the stack a little bit.
Just come back.
Oh, he did have an angle that way. All right. Well,
a
little high here.
They don't have an angle.
He might have a small angle. He's looking at where he's going to hit the 2. But now he's going to have to force this one, too.
You got to watch this. You can force and scratch in the hole.
He's going to have to force through the stack, too, I think. There you go. I'll come out, and he's got the 11. Man, things are rolling his way.
Yeah, it was a good shot. If you notice, he didn't stun it, because if you stun it, you stick right there.
Right.
You got to follow through and take what you get on the other side of the rack. 5 ball is probably going to be the next breakout. Yep. He's trying to come over and get the 5. Now you can just shoot the 5. Draw a little bit. Draw up a little bit. Back to where he's at.
He'll have the 8 next. If he gets, if he gets unfortunate.
Yeah, he should be fine.
He should be golden from here.
He's not going to shoot it yet. He don't like the more angle.
I think you got to shoot it from now.
6 ball. 144.
He's just going to get the 2 and 12 out of the way and then shoot it. It's actually a pretty good option because when you do break these balls out to the bottom left corner, you can't tie up with the 2 or the 12 because they're not there no more.
Right. Also, though, I mean, if he happens to push through the stack, he eliminates the possibility of a shot if he removes all the balls from under it. You know what I'm saying?
True.
If things bank out of the way and they go up table a little bit and he comes through the stack, he just eliminated any chance he had.
His speed is on right now, so.
Oh, he just kind of underhit that one a little bit,
Yeah,
but
he
looks
did.
like the 7 goes. He's got everything working for him just right.
5 ball.
He's going to follow down and get an angle on the 7, you're saying?
Yeah.
47.
He just has to touch this one. There's only 4 balls there. They'll come right apart. He's got the 9 as a break. He's got the 8 as a key ball.
Right.
Or either one after the shot, he'll be able to shoot something.
See his angle. He can just follow this with a little bit of high right.
Not too hard.
Just touch it. Whoa.
All right, he decided to go up table. He knew he was going to go that way, and he forced through it.
I guess he wasn't. If he would have hit the 8, he could have scratched on the side.
Yeah, he took a little bit of a risk there.
And these balls are still together. Do you come down, try to get an angle on the 15 now, and then bump them because you got the 10 after the 15 ball shot? That's what the table's telling me. Whoa, he
Played a 10, then a 15?
went too far.
I'll
No,
play
he's
the
trying to
15
get an
first.
angle on the 15
Right.
to bump into him, but he went too far.
Well, he might be able to play the 10 now and come up a little higher than he's at. Or if he plays underneath and plays the 14 up table, that might go past. He can get the cue in there to play the 14 in the upper right-hand corner.
Yep. Might have to be forced to play that after the 15 and 10.
15 ball.
How about drawing behind him and then shooting it?
150 from Mr. Appleton.
Darren Appleton. 150. He might have the 13 also. Let's see. He's got the 13, maybe. No, he's got the 14.
14. This is tricky. See, this is a... He's looking to see if the 13 goes, because if he over rolls it,
He'll have
you
either
shoot the
one.
10 now, right? Yep, that's what you do. You aim for a spot, and wherever you land,
There you go. He's got the 13, it looks like, or the 14, either
14
one.
goes.
He'll come up table, play the opposite ball, and then get on the 9. 9's a little high for a break, but, man, the way he's shooting, I do not see this being a problem.
He's touching the balls good.
Yeah, you can say that again.
13 ball.
He's got to get right back to where he is now. There you go. 153. Man, huh?
I don't mean to put Bustamante out of this match for now, but I know he's a great player. But I do remember last night at your house, Mike, that I predicted the finals could be what?
Well,
Thorsten Homan.
And
Darren Appleton.
Absolutely. That'd be a great match.
I know nothing against John Schmidt, defending champion, but Thorsten in the last 6 years has always been right there, you know, and he's capable of that long run.
Right.
And he's been playing very well this week. It was just a prediction on my side. Not saying it was going to happen, but it looks like, as we're speaking, it possibly will
might
happen.
Again, it's a little thin of a cut than he wanted, but
He's fine. He
should be.
The only thing is, sometimes when you follow this shot, follow him down, you can get a kiss in the bottom corner.
Right.
So that's the only thing he has to watch out for here. He hit the top of the rack, so he's okay.
He's got the 4. How good is he rolling right now?
He's playing good. Speed control is just allowing him shots.
What to do? What
you go
to
into
do?
these balls?
I don't know if you can from here.
Oh, you can just hit the bottom rail, go up into the 1, because you got these. You got the
I don't know.
5 and these other balls right here.
Uh,
See what I mean? The angle. He could have went right into it.
maybe. Yeah, he might have had
I
that.
like that shot. I know he's taking what he has, because he has 2 balls above the racks to go into him again.
Right.
He's probably going to get these balls out down here. But I didn't see any trouble in taking that.
You can just roll this forward 2 rails and then play the,
Play the 5 ball next.
yeah, see, I thought maybe he could have went. He could play the 7 up table, clear out the 3.
No, you don't do that on this kind of run.
No, it's too risky?
His confidence is high, but I think it's because you got the easy shot on the 5. It'd be awesome to clear it out.
Well, that's what I meant. I mean, you almost got perfect position for it.
Well, if he gets to the side rail, he can squeeze it through and get the 3, right?
I believe so. He's got to be close, underneath the side pocket to get there.
Yeah, you can get there right now. Shoot the 6. Squirt over there.
Think he'll come under the 7?
He's going to play the combo.
He might. Yeah, I was just going to say that. He might just end up playing the combo.
Yeah, the 3's so close to the hole, so that's a
He's
good
got to be
option.
careful. He can't hit this too hard if he wants to shoot the 7 next. Well, he's got the 2 right now. He can go back into him right now and then have the 7 as a safety. He's got the 15 as his break. The 11 is out. He's got to maybe do something with the 1.
I think it just tied those up.
The 1 and 13. But the 1 goes up in the upper right-hand corner.
Where did you say the score line? He's at 153, right?
Yeah.
Is he playing the 12 on the side? I guess the one ball goes down in this corner. It does.
I don't think it does.
He just looked at it. Shoot the 11, naturally go 2 rails over here to the side rail. And if he gets on the 1, that would be sweet.
Well, he's got the 15. That's a good break.
And he got up.
He's going to go into him right here. Nice and soft. And he'll have the 7. He wants to hit the 13, I think, right here.
So what are you saying? Shoot the 14 on the side?
Yeah.
Unless the 1 ball goes. If the 1 ball goes, he doesn't
He
shoot
plays
that.
it now, but it doesn't go.
No, it
Oh,
goes.
it does, I guess.
Yeah.
It looked like it was a little close. If he can get out of here without touching the 15, he's golden.
That's what I'm looking at.
He might, I don't know if he can push forward and nudge the 15.
I think he's going to shoot your shot. Bump the 13. You're aiming for the 13 here, not the 1.
Right.
There you go. Now, the reason he didn't, of course, the other shot is because he hits the 15, he doesn't have break ball.
Right.
If he tries to draw above it, he scratches inside.
Yep.
Do you pinch this and just bump the 15 a little bit, or you just shoot the 7?
I don't know.
Well, the 1 ball is out too, so you can shoot the 7 and come up
And play the 15.
and shoot wherever you land. You shoot the 1 that will get you to the 13.
Well, right now it's either one. Take your pick.
I just did a confirmation from the tournament director, John Lehman, and if Appleton finishes off these 2 balls, which we predict, it'll put him at
167.
167, and I have a confirmation that for the World Straight Pool Championships history, I believe, that we have recorded, the high run, which is a tie between Johnny Archer and Thorsten Homan, is 174 in
Right.
competition.
Yeah.
So if Mr. Appleton gets to 175, we'll have a new record high run.
Oh, that's going to be something. And he only needs 7 balls, I think.
Okay, so 167, if he can get 8, have a new record high run. That'd be something to witness.
It would be.
Especially being on this side, doing the commentating for it.
Wow.
I mean, I feel like I
Part
have
of
so
history.
many memories. Well, part of history and just memories of, say something like that comes up and me and you playing
Right.
one day, and we want to just talk about what we can do.
Oh, absolutely.
Where'd you learn that from?
Oh, well, I saw it.
Darren Appleton, the high run the
Absolutely.
World Straight Pool.
We pointed it out to Darren Appleton.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's a little bit of history right here you're involved with. Besides the fact that it's the World Straight Pool Championships,
Now, it's a little steeper than he has been in the last couple racks. I'm sure he's okay with it. He's going to find out where the cue ball is going to contact the rack. After he knows that, he'll pick and choose what English to use on the cue ball.
he's going to see exactly where he has to go into the stack. And make sure the balls are nice and tight. Going to clean the area a little bit. There you go. Quick shout out to Steinway Billiards.
Yeah.
Thank you for putting up this event. Excellent room. The owner, I heard, is a tremendous guy. He is a great guy.
Yeah, man, he's an awesome fella. He's been helping out the players and all of that such. Anything we need, he's right there for us. And like you were saying, the nature and the atmosphere of the room is just makes you feel like you're at home.
Right.
Great kitchen, all that stuff.
Absolutely. You're comfortable. You're relaxed.
Cue ball's going right into the top of the rack. This is just be another follow. And the 13 ball
And the 13
going
just
right at the
jelly
line.
right out there. It's amazing. It's amazing. I mean, you know what? If you went outside right now, I bet you all the stars would be lined up. You can see the sky. Everything's in line for this guy.
I don't know exactly how Bustamante's feeling in the chair right
You
now.
can just soft roll this and then play the 10 into the stack and break him up again. He doesn't have to hit him hard. If he goes forward, he'll have the 5.
Yeah.
He's in great position to continue his run. That'll put him at 181. He'd be just 2 short racks away, not even 2 full racks.
Awesome.
He's got the 9 or the
Can he
8.
make the 5? Because he liked to be able
He would
to
love to make the 5. He's got the 9 though. There you go.
Roll into the 1 if you can. You have the 10 ball next. If not, you just roll above it. Maybe have the combo or the 7.
Perfect.
I think he's out.
Yeah.
200 and out. He's his demeanor, and he's calm. He's not
having
not
any
short
issues.
stroking anything. Everything's smooth.
He's not having any issues at all.
The break, like you're saying, it's coming out good for him to have secondary breaks.
He's got a ton of choices. He's picking the right one all the time. You can get the 10 out now if he wants. Yeah, I'll come back
Well,
up
if you do
towards the
that,
center.
you come back up, or you just
I
roll
come
it
back
in,
up.
well, you can roll it and then just have an easy shot on the 9 and 8.
Well, you can do that. He can force it and come around. He's got the 7. He's got the 12.
That works.
He's still got the 8 maybe if he wants. I believe he has just tied the high run record for the World Straight Pool Championships.
How many balls do we have on the table? 1, 2, 3, 4,
8.
5,
He
6,
played 7. That was hit. He
So
just
this
tied
year's
it.
gonna complete the high run.
New high runs, ladies and gentlemen. 175 in the World Straight Pool Championships. Never has been done
That's
before.
awesome. Now the ref is just now announcing it to the audience.
The high run in the history of this event. Darren Appleton. Simply amazing. Simply
It kinda
amazing.
seems like he knows what he's doing.
I would think he played this once or twice before. Don't quote me now, but it seems like, yeah, I would say at least twice.
Now is he gonna leave the 6 as his break? Do you like shooting a 9 and leaving the 1 as your key ball?
He's got the 6 or the 3. I mean, preferably if he's going to shoot the 3, he's got the 8 as his key ball. You know, if he's going to shoot the 6, he can use the 9.
Right.
You know, however you want to do it. He's got the 9, he can play the 7. 7, 6, 8. Actually, he'd like to play...
How about 9, 6, 7, 8?
How about, yeah, I was going to say, or 6, 9, 7, 8.
Got plenty of options here.
He's got a ton of options.
Or he can go.
And they're all pretty simple, too. That's the key. He can get on that 3 ball if he wants to keep that for the break any way he wants.
He's feeling the heat of the announcement, I'm sure.
No, he's not.
Well, not heat. I'm just saying that it slowed him down just for a quick minute. So now he's just reaffirming where he wants to get on these last balls.
He's got too many choices. Is what he's got. Sometimes it's easier for you to execute when you only got one choice. You know, you only got one option. You got to shoot. It's easy for you to execute.
Yeah. Yeah, because he took the 8 ball out.
Well, he can play the 6, 7, then the 9. Unless he wants the 6 as his break. There you go. Play the 3, might draw over for the 7, or the 9. Play the 9, then come 2 rails off the 7.
Now you're saying just stun this a little bit,
Yeah.
leave us off an angle.
Yep. He could even roll forward if he had to. And play 2 rails on the 7, but that would be a little further away from the 6.
Yeah, and if he's straight in on a 9, drawing back might leave him a stretch shot.
Right.
Huh, 2 rails out. Now this is a position on the break ball that he hasn't had yet, so this
Right.
is going to be
And this is a speed control
a
shot.
sense of how he's feeling. And he hit it good. Did he get there? He's all
Did
right.
he get there? 181. This is amazing.
2.5 racks.
It's 19 balls
Oh,
away
2 plus 5. Not even a half.
from a trip to the finals and straight pool immortality.
Well, he's already at that right
He
now.
just-
I mean, I know he hasn't won the match yet,
He
but
cleared that hurdle though.
181 ball run.
From this day forward, everybody will be chasing him for the high run now.
Now I got myself a goal.
I'm gonna have to put his picture on my wall with a bullseye through it, because that's the goal. You're aiming at him now, you know what I'm saying? Everyone's aiming at him.
Yeah.
81 broke the previous record set by Doris Coleman and Johnny Archer, who was tied at 174. So, a round of applause, everybody. New world record.
Very impressive. Charlie Williams just announced to the room the awesome feat that Darren just accomplished.
The record for the U.S. Open is 182. You might get the overall record altogether.
Record for the U.S. Open has just been confirmed. Announcement 182.
Right.
So you make this ball get a shot and pocket it. He's got 2 world records in one match.
Has anyone ever run 200 and out?
I would think not, since
Then he
they
might have
haven't
3
had-
records in one match.
Good scenario.
He's checking him out. The stack, he's just going to glance off the top, it looks like.
I'm not sure. Can he might be hitting the top of the 10. I mean, if he soft draws it, of course he can get to the 4. But you don't want to stick, so you got to hit this a little bit.
Kind of like that. Look at that 4 ball.
Oh man, he's tied up though. He's got a little work here.
He can come 2 rails right now off the floor into the bottom of the stack and bring something out.
That would be crazy.
No, he could, but
You can, but
what else?
say you nip the 3, you go off table.
He can soft roll the 4 in and play the 9 in the opposite side pocket.
That would be good. But I'd like to get these balls to 5, 13, and 10, 15. You got to get these out because they don't go anywhere. He didn't get down.
He's got the 2, it looks like.
He played for that? I think he did.
He must have overshot the 9. He overshot the 9 horribly if that's what he wanted to do.
That's a good shot because if you get the 2 out at the 15, let's take a quick look. I'm sure the 15 probably goes past the
Hard to say.
12. Yeah, I think it does. That would make sense playing position for the 2 because you get the 2 and 9 out and then play the 15.
I think he rolls into the 9 here.
Very nice.
Just
very
got
nice.
my
Fingers just got dropped off the World 14-1 tournament from Focused Apparel.
the nice shirt. Perfect.
Collared shirt for tournaments. That's awesome.
Nice. I'm loving it. Excellent shirt. See, now he's got the 15 like you said.
You just draw into these.
Yep. Nice and simple. Not too hard. He's got the 7. They didn't break open that good, but he's got the 7 and the 10 he can go into him. And he'll have the 9 as a key ball, as a safety shot.
The 13 and 5 is a little tricky here still. Just want to check real quick. Anybody, the sound and everything still good on the stream?
We're getting a little feedback in the headphones here. We just want to make sure everything is good for you guys. Look, 12 come right out. Let's get the 1 next.
Yeah, but he's got 2 balls. Be nice if the 13 ball went by itself, but I'm not sure if it does. Because of course you can play the 12, play the 1,
is
and bump
good.
into it.
Okay, just feedback on our end then. He might have that shot. 13 might go. Or he might be able to just stun this photo a little bit and play the 5 and 13 up in the upper right-hand corner. Right, pushed out the 11. Nice. He's got the 3 now.
Is he going to try to bump these? Or does 13 go?
Now, if he comes forward, he might have angle to come forward.
Oh,
He's got the 9.
He was trying to bump the top half of that,
Yeah.
of course.
He got a little fortunate there, but he's,
Make the 9 and 11 balls next. This is just.
or he might have the 11. He's got the 11.
Man, he's just feeling good right now.
Wow, this is just awesome to watch. This is unprecedented. Oh, it is a big
Very
word.
good choice of words there,
It is
Fingers.
a big word, yeah. Double points for that one.
Follow down one rail or go 2. 9, 13 is his key.
Yeah,
Roll
going back
back.
out. He'll need 5 balls after this.
Wow. You're going to hear a great applause after this.
Oh,
If
not
this guy
only are we
wins.
witnessing history, we're part of it.
Yeah, we are part of it.
We're
you're
calling
right.
the shots for this amazing match. Darren Appleton is not missed. He
It's
is
just a natural stun stroke right
Yeah.
off the rail. A little bit of draw if you
Yep.
want to.
There you go. Darren Appleton, 195. He's got a great break shot to at least push 4 balls out.
Has the overall tournament record in major for U.S. Open and World Tournament, previously held by.
How's he going to land after this break? Is
2 weeks
Yeah.
break that now.
he going to land straight in?
Something's
he
going to
has
jelly
been
up.
every round?
Got to. It's got to.
It has to. It has to finish with 5 now.
Yeah. Oh, at least.
Oh, it has
At
to.
least. What? How many times have you seen someone get right close to that finish line and then stumble or tie something
Yeah,
up or
well,
scratch
yeah,
or
some
miss a
people will
ball?
just say, all right, let's knock out a few. See, I don't think Appleton's going to do anything like
No.
that. He's going to stick to his basic.
Same shot. He's got to run
Into the
balls.
rack, cue ball off the rack, give me some options.
He's got to run some balls, just play it like he would normally play it. He can play this high left off the stack, 2 rails into the center of the table. He does have to be careful, though, because the 1 is going to come straight down and go straight back up. He could double kiss off the 1.
Yeah.
That is a known scratch.
Other thing I've seen players do is you hit this, don't follow it, just stun it off of the 1. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
14 came down. Did you see that?
Jelly, and he made the 1.
Wow.
He's got the 14, 2, and 7.
This is it. 2, come up, get the 7 or the 10, whichever one you want.
Yeah.
It's over.
Oh, my God. Darren Appleton. Francisco Bustamante concedes the match. Darren Appleton runs out the match. Amazing.
Keep going. Oh, keep going.
There it is, folks. Officially a 200-ball run. He has broken all kinds of records.
What's he doing? He could have kept running. But
He doesn't want to waste energy. He doesn't want to waste his energy. He's got to play the finals tonight.
It's up to Mr. Appleton. He wants to continue the run. It's up to him.
It's amazing.
well, he just swung at that last shot, or he would have.
He's got a perfect shot here.
Hit it like
He
he
get
would.
right on the 11. He could absolutely keep going.
All right, well, he's thinking about maybe trying to keep going. I like to see it.
Oh, I think
We'll keep
everybody would.
commentating.
We ain't going nowhere.
Well, now he's just swinging away, though. He really don't want to. You can tell he don't want. You're not continuing.
He had enough. Unreal, ladies and gentlemen. You guys have just witnessed history
That's
on
awesome.
3 different levels. So, man, Wilkie, I appreciate you being in the booth with me. I want to thank you. I want to thank Inside Pool, NYC Grind.
I want to give a big shout out to Darren Appleton sponsors, Predator Q's, and the C Systems, which I know are his number 2 sponsors. I'm sure he has a couple more, but I'm sure he appreciates all the support you guys do. He's out there doing all the work that all these people enjoy watching. I really appreciate what he does for the game. He's a true gentleman. And congratulations, Darren.
All right, you guys don't go anywhere. We're going to retool, set up. The finals actually coming back, I think, at 5 o'clock. They're going to start the final match.
I do
So
believe it.
Darren's got some time to relax, get a meal in him. Same with you guys. Go out there, watch a little, do something, but come back at 5 o'clock. Okay, again, I want to thank everyone. Inside Pro Magazine, NYC Grind, Dragon Promotions, CNG Gas, Nine-Way Blades, among many, many others. Darren Appleton just walked past the booth. Amazing, Darren. Amazing out. Amazing. Incredible. And you guys stick around. We'll be back later, okay?
which is,
Don't go anywhere.
We're signing off.
5 o'clock.
so,
See you then.
an hour and 20 minutes, be back here. All right, now it's time to get your refreshments, order your food, please support Friday Billiards. They've done a wonderful job as a sponsor and a host sponsor of the event. Please buy your drinks and your food here. Take care of your staff. Please fit them well for tomorrow only. If you want to get raffle tickets for the Fury Q, visit Q the World Tournament. You can go right now. We got some times.
Sure. I tried to just turn them down right now. Yeah, I didn't stop the recording. All right.
That is
Cool.
to answer some questions. John Schmidt, who's the
play any of the graphics at all during the break? Okay, that's
We
fine.
weren't even, dude, we 200 an
That's
hour.
fine. Yeah.
We were mesmerized.
Right, okay.
But we did hit all the sponsors.
Yeah,
Okay, great.
okay. No problem, you did fine.
What do you think, Thor? He's thinking I used to do it for him.